Okay.
We are doing good. I don't know why Pre's being shy.
Don't be shy. We're all here to celebrate. So tell us about the significance of Black Panther. How excited are you to see this tonight?
I mean, I think this is just super over the top, amazingly dope. You know what I'm saying? I think since the time that I was a kid, something like this, like the possibility that there could actually be something that took place even though it's fictional, but some place that is like dominated by people of color and so forth, like that is something that used to be unbelievable. So I think it's just awesome right now. But what I think is amazing is it's not a movie that is going to be limited to people of color. I just think that just so happens that these are the people that are in the leads, but the story is universal. And I think it's going to be just amazing for everybody to come and watch this movie. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's really great about it. Some people try and like overly racialize it, but I don't think that's really how it's viewed. I think for people of color and black people in particular, I think it's super awesome because it's one of the first times in a big way that we're reflected on the big screen. But I just think it's going to be an awesome movie, period, because the thing is, if the movie sucked, it's not like we'd still be proud of it. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that like all the critics are saying that it's amazing, and I think it's dope. You know, I think also having positive imagery and showing people that look like me in a different light. These are all things that are super necessary, and especially for the times that we're living in right now. Yeah.
How about the music? The soundtrack, from what I've heard of the soundtrack, it sounds incredible. Have you heard any of the tracks?
I mean, we were listening in the car. Pre was, I don't want to say forcing me to listen to it, but we were listening to what song was it again?
All the Stars, Kendrick and SZA.
Yeah, the Kendrick and SZA joy. Yeah. So it should be good, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, Kendrick having his hand in pretty much forming what it's going to sound like, I'm sure sonically is going to be incredible. So.
Very powerful. Like that's I've only heard like 2 songs, but even from that, it's like very powerful itself.
Have fun. I want to say congratulations, 4 Juno nominations today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, will you guys obviously be going to Vancouver?
I think so. Yeah, we planned on getting no Juno nominations.
Really?
So now we have to figure out what those flights look like.
Yeah. What's the significance of Black Panther to you? Like, are you guys big superhero fans, or?
Yeah, we like our superhero movies. I can't even say it.
The tongue twister.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really excited about it. And, normally when we get invited to these things, we're on the road. So the fact we can be home, taking a premiere. On Twitter, I saw last week, people were freaking out about this one.
Oh, yeah.
People were going nuts about this movie.
Is coming to the premiere for sure.
So we'll tell you what we think after the movie.
Have you heard any of the music off the soundtrack? I mean, Kendrick Lamar producing.
Yeah, that song's awesome.
Yeah.
However it goes. It's a good song.
So tell us about the significance of Black Panther and how you become involved with it. Apparently, Ryan Coogler he's never watched an episode of Living Walking Dead.
He hadn't. He had watched a film that I did at Sundance that was at Sundance the same time Fruitvale Station was at Sundance, which was Mother of George. So it was really from that rather quiet indie, which I was the lead in, that he decided he wanted to work with me, and this came to pass, and he wrote a role with me in mind, which, I mean, as an actor, nothing really tops that, because I had so much respect for him and thought he was such an astounding filmmaker, and I was just proud of him. This young man came right out of grad school and made that type of impact. So humble, so sweet, such a good guy to boot, and so it was really, really, amazing to sit down with him and hear his vision for what he was hoping to work on with me. I mean, nothing tops that, really.
One of my favorite things about the film is the chemistry between you and Chadwick Boseman. I mean, you keep him in check. Tell us about the process of working together, the friendship that you've built.
Chadwick is really an astounding man. He's really such a fantastic, quintessential leading man. He really helms things with a quiet, calm energy that just allows everyone to feel valued and connected to him. He's an astounding collaborator. He appreciates and respects other people's thoughts and opinions. He's a deep thinker himself and a really great writer and storyteller himself. So working with him was really easy because there was just such, true care and love with coming out of him towards the team around him. So it was very easy to connect with him.
What was the most challenging thing about getting into Okoye's headspace?
I'm not as much of a traditionalist as she is. She's a traditionalist, whereas I'm like probably more of a modernist, you know. But I loved that about her. I understood it, but it wasn't where I come from, you know. So that was an interesting navigation. But really, it led me to connect more deeply with the real essence of what Wakanda speaks to, which is African self-determination. And that, to me, is something I could totally latch onto. The idea of this nation having taken care of itself, never been colonized, and become such a great nation, and needing to protect that and secure that. So that I could deeply connect to.